Exclusive bidders weigh offers valuing Toshiba at up to $22 billion. Resources Tokyo, Hong Kong bidders for Toshiba OTC, TOSYY Corp are thinking about supplying up to 7,000 yen, $51.41, in step with share to take the troubled Japanese conglomerate non-public. Three human beings familiar with the scenario advised, valuing the deal at approximately $22 billion. Toshiba, that's exploring strategic alternatives, stated this month it had acquired 8 initial buyout proposals and for capital alliances that would see it stay listed. The bidders are now discussing an offer rate variety of as much as 7,000 yen a share with Toshiba's shareholders, the humans said, representing as much as a 27% top rate to Toshiba's proportion rate of 501 yen as of Wednesday's close. The conglomerate's stocks rose as lots as 6.5% on Thursday, in comparison with a 0.1% fall within the benchmark Nikkei average. The provide charge, if finalized, would value the chips to nuclear reactors conglomerate at 3 trillion yen, $22 billion, on the pinnacle give-up of the variety. A separate supply mentioned the range of offers was wide and diverse situations have been attached. Toshiba informed it did not reveal information of the proposals. A wide bid price range and conditionality indicates that some property of Toshiba would want to be carved out, or spun out, Travis Lundy, Quiddity Advisors analyst who publishes on SmartKarma, wrote in a document. If some property are spun out, that could imply a lower fee for the relaxation of the basket, he wrote, including the up to 7,000 yen consistent with proportion rate shows that may be the top rate inside the initial round. While everybody probable had to spend the time and effort getting into the primary round, if due diligence and a worsening marketplace environment begin to make Toshiba a much less exciting candidate for a specific bidder, they are able to bid to miss in round 2, by way of decreasing fee. Suggested in December, bringing up resources, at the least one non-public Fairness Corporation had instructed the Toshiba committee tasked with its strategic assessment that a deal to take it private may be performed at 6,000 yen a percentage or greater. KKR & Company NYSE, KKR Inc., Baring Private Equity Asia, Blackstone NYSE, BX Inc., Bain Capital, Brookfield Asset Management, MBK Partners, Apollo Global Management NYSE, APO, and CVC Capital Partners have submitted initial bids, in keeping with the human beings. Some of them may also form consortia for a bid, they introduced. Bain, Blackstone, Brookfield, Baring, CVC, KKR and MBK declined to comment. Apollo did now not straight away respond to a request for remark. Domestic funds, along with Japan Investment Corp. JIC, and some of strategic players are seeking to see how they could take part within the deal, the human beings stated, declining to be named as they had been now not authorized to speak to media. JIC declined to comment. Weak yen. If successful, the Toshiba deal might be the largest buyout transaction in Japan due to the fact that a consortium led by using Bain took non-public the conglomerate's reminiscence chip unit, Kioxia, for $18 billion in 2018. The discussions are taking vicinity at a time while a weak yen continues to haunt Japan's economy, threatening to disrupt Japanese firms' enterprise plans and turn them into attractive acquisition targets for overseas consumers. The yen plunged to a new 24-year low of 136.71 in line with greenback early on Wednesday. Of all the capability bidders, Bain has been very competitive in pushing for a buyout, stated of the People. A Japanese investment banker with information of the deal separately mentioned even at 6,500 yen in line with proportion the valuation for Toshiba appeared too stretched. Ultimately, he mentioned, the rate should don't forget how investors value Toshiba's 40% stake in unlisted chipmaker Kioxia. That gave Bain a bonus over other bidders, he mentioned, because the non-public fairness firm owned the bulk of Kioxia, meaning it might decide the fate of the chipmaker, which in turn could affect the valuation of Toshiba. Bedeviled via accounting and governance crises. Considering that 2015, Toshiba set up a unique committee in April to solicit proposals after shareholders voted down a management-backed restructuring plan. The company mentioned earlier it would shortlist bidders for due diligence after its annual shareholders' assembly on June 28, $1 equals 136.1500 yen.